Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. Today, we are going to be going through a mock speaking test for the IELTS.
Yeah, these simulations are really useful for anybody preparing for these types of exams.
Yeah, and it gives people a chance to hear the different sections of the test and hear some good answers as well.
Exactly, and hopefully get a feel for how the examiner will guide the test as well.
Yeah, so maybe we can just jump straight into it. So I'm going to be playing the role of the examiner, Alex, and you can be the candidate, Aria.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so Aria, welcome to the speaking test today. We'll start off with just some simple questions about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I work as a software engineer for a tech company. My role involves developing applications and troubleshooting issues to ensure smooth functionality for users.
Okay. And why did you choose this job?
Well, I've always been interested in technology, and I really enjoy how it can be used to solve real-world problems. What I like most about my job is the creativity it allows. Writing code is like solving puzzles, and it's so rewarding to see the final product help people in their daily lives.
Okay, good. And what kind of t-shirts do you prefer?
I prefer casual, plain t-shirts made from breathable cotton. They're comfortable and versatile, perfect for both relaxing at home and going out. I also like t-shirts with simple graphics or inspirational quotes on them.
Okay. All right. Do you ride a bicycle?
Yes, I do, though not as often as I would like. I usually cycle on the weekends for exercise and to explore the local trails.
And what would you say are the advantages of using a bicycle?
Well, bicycles are eco-friendly and affordable and great for physical fitness. They allow you to avoid traffic jams and also explore places that you might miss in a car. Plus, cycling can be very therapeutic.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to move on to part 2 of the speaking test. This part is a little more challenging. I'm going to give you a topic, and you'll have 1 minute to prepare your response. Then you'll have up to 2 minutes to speak about it.
Okay.
All right, here's your topic. Describe a challenging situation you have faced. You should say what the situation was, how you felt about it, what you did to overcome the challenge, and explain what you learned from the experience.
Okay.
All right, you have 1 minute to prepare. You can make some notes if you want.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. One of the most challenging situations I faced was during my final year of university. I had to complete a group project for one of my courses. Unfortunately, some of the team members weren't contributing equally, which created a lot of tension and stress within the group. I felt really overwhelmed because the project carried significant weight for our final grade, and I was worried that the lack of participation from some members would affect our overall score. To address the issue, I took the initiative to hold a meeting with the team. During the meeting, we discussed the importance of everyone contributing equally and came up with a plan to delegate tasks more clearly and set specific deadlines for each stage of the project. I also volunteered to take on some extra responsibilities to cover for some of the gaps left by others.
Okay.
In the end, we managed to complete the project on time and even received positive feedback from our professor. From this experience, I learned the importance of communication time management and staying calm under pressure. It also taught me how to adapt and step up when needed, skills that I still use in my professional life today.
Okay, that's a great example, Aria. Now let's move on to part 3, where we'll discuss challenges in general. What challenges do young children face?
I think young children often face challenges like adjusting to school, making friends, and dealing with academic pressure. They might also struggle with limited communication skills, which can make it difficult to express their emotions.
Okay. And how do parents today approach raising children compared to previous generations?
I think parents today tend to be more focused on their children's emotional well-being and development. They are more likely to encourage open communication and provide resources like extracurricular activities to support their children's growth. In contrast, previous generations might have emphasized discipline and academics more strictly.
Okay. What challenges do athletes face?
Well, athletes face both physical and mental challenges. I think they need to maintain peak physical fitness, which involves rigorous training and a strict diet. Mentally, they have to deal with pressure to perform public scrutiny and sometimes injuries that can impact their careers.
Okay. And would you say that the challenges faced by individual athletes are different from those faced by team athletes?
Yes, I think they are. Individual athletes, like tennis players or swimmers, often bear all the pressure of success or failure on their own, which can be quite overwhelming. Team athletes, on the other hand, must navigate group dynamics, including conflicts or differences in strategy. Both have their unique challenges, but teamwork can sometimes provide emotional support that individual athletes lack.
Yeah, those are some interesting points about the challenges that athletes face, both individuals and teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, stepping out of our roles for a moment, that was a really great simulation of the IELTS speaking test. And I think you did a fantastic job of giving our listeners a really clear idea of what to expect.
Thanks. I tried my best to just answer naturally and think about how I would respond in a real exam situation.
Yeah, and I think these simulations are so helpful because you can read about the test format all you want, but until you actually experience it, it's hard to really know what it's going to feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
And, I was really impressed with some of the vocabulary that you used and the way that you structured your answers, especially in part 2 when you were describing that challenging situation. You gave a really clear and detailed account of the situation, your feelings, and how you dealt with the challenge.
Yeah, thanks for the feedback.
And, for our listeners out there who are preparing for the IELTS, I think it's so helpful to hear these examples and to see how somebody else approaches the test.
For sure. And I think the key takeaway is that preparation is key. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with the format and the types of questions you might be asked.
Absolutely. It's like anything else. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's part of the learning process.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a really fascinating deep dive into the IELTS speaking test. And I really appreciate you taking the time to join us today and share your insights.
It was my pleasure.
And to all of our listeners out there, we hope that this deep dive has been helpful for you in your IELTS journey. Good luck with your preparation. And we'll see you in the next deep dive